Hey, good morning, guys. It's Tuesday, March 10th, 2020. Got a third update for you. What I've done the last week on this thing. It's all ready for the final painting. I ordered the stenciling from Miracle Graphics. Talked to Connie, and I would highly recommend check them out if you need any kind of lettering for your equipment. She can do anything, pretty much anything you want. So that's ordered a week ago. Should be here in hopefully a couple of weeks. She's really log jammed because of the spring. Everybody's trying to get all their projects done, so she's going to try to get it done as quick as possible. But in the meantime, I've been working on this thing pretty solidly. I've got a few different changes that I did. I actually had a question on some painting on the riding car, and threw out a question on backyard railroading site and get some suggestions. And actually hooked up with a gentleman in Florida, Mike, and he has a very similar riding car to mine, and it was set up a little differently on the seating, and I saw that, and then a light went off. It's like, why didn't I think of that? Because this riding car had a pedestal seat right here, and it just didn't give you a lot of leg room, which led me to put let's see if I can see these. I'm not sure what I did with them, but I had some footrests, and I had a threaded rod that went through there to rest your feet on, because there just wasn't a whole lot of room. And Mike's idea was having the seat back here, and it was just like, why didn't I think of that? Because I have this. I had the seat. This is the second seat for the riding car, which I hardly ever use, and it's just been sitting in the back of the house, and it's like, oh man. And the advantage of it is it's adjustable. You can move it up and back. This was covered with this guy right here. It was just a cushion that I covered up the battery, and control box for the bell, so that you can't use anything. And so that way, this covers it. It's adjustable. If I need this, I can throw it in the back. I hardly ever have a second rider back there, but I do. And it also gave me, I did this. It's a magnetic footrest. I'll flip this camera around. I'll show you a couple other things that I did. But it just slaps right on there. I can move it wherever I want. It was like, duh. And that also gave me another idea, was the pedestal for the old seat. Did the same thing, slap 4 magnets on it. And now if I need to, I've got a toadstool seat for when I've got the grandkiddos, because that's too far for them to sit, but it also gives me the option to sit behind them and kind of watch what they're doing. They can sit there, they can run the train, and man, it's duck soup. I mean, it's like, what a great idea. I never even thought of that. So I'm gonna flip the camera around and just show you a couple other things I did here and on the riding car, and I'll talk to you in a second. Alrighty, guys. Well, welcome to my shop. This is my world, and this side's a mess. And that's my model train room. But let's see, since the last update, it was basically the riding car. I slapped another 2 coats of paint on it, so it's ready to go for painting. It's all good to go. It's all it's dirty now, but that spray on rhino lighting, I did that to the foot area. I also did it to the railing around the car. Also reinstalled the carpeting. It's all this wooden covered carpeting for the riding car. You know, and that's where I store everything. That's where I put all my re-railers and all the crap that I carry with it. But I don't have enough room. But the question I threw out for backyard railroading was where to place the Santa Fe on the side of this, and you know, whether I should do it center of the car, center of the whoops, you can't even see, center of the car, which would be about right here, and or you know, center of the gone, or whatever. And I think the center of the gone won hands down. There were a few that, you know, thought forward, but and actually I think once it's painted, I think it's going to look more balanced. Everything's going to be yellow except for the side of the car, from basically the corner here to the corner in the back. That'll be blue with the yellow Santa Fe right here on the side. I think I mentioned in the last video I was going to do the S-swoop, the yellow bonnet on the back, and that's, I'm just not going to do that. I'm going to keep it more the old bookend livery with you know, with the yellow, you know, here and matching the back, and then the blue. And I think that's just going to look better. I also got the lettering ordered. The Santa Fe is going to be a peel off mask. You know, I'll put the mask on, shoot the blue, pull the mask off, and that'll be the yellow lettering. The rest of it are going to be actually add-on letters. Everything on the side is going to be black. I ordered for both sides ATSF 32781, both sides, smaller black build date. This car was built in 2008, so I'm going to keep that. It was actually built in July of 2008, so I'm going to keep that. And then I'm going to put the car numbers, one here and a corresponding one on the rear for that. The other thing I did was, excuse me, I've got had a button here with the bell mechanism is right here with the battery. Got it on eBay. I think it was like, I don't know, $25 or something. Got an old fire alarm bell under there that I've had, you know, for, well, it was my dad's, so, you know, I'm 60, almost 63, so to tell you how old that one is. Brand new, never used, so I that's underneath there. It's an 8-inch fire alarm bell hooked to this button. And it was a foot thing, and sometimes you hit it, you know, by accident. Actually, I do that a lot. This actually can eliminate that, or I can move it up so I can hit it. But the nice thing about that is you can change the duration that it rings to whatever you want. But what I did is I got, okay, this is the charging plug for the battery, and I just picked up 2 more. Just hooked them, I think it's in series, to this button switch, and I had a hole right here that there was never anything on it. And the other thing I did was I just put some blue washers on here to kind of clean that up. You know, still got the headlight horn and, you know, run switch. But this gives me the option to just let it run. You know, because you know, there's times if you're going out of the roundhouse, you know, the loading area at Train Mountain, or going, you know, you just keep your foot on the thing for a while, and you know, you're turning around a lot, and sometimes it's just kind of hard to hit the deal. And so yeah, you just throw that, and I like that. Let's see. I think that's it. The only other thing. This is my that's my handle. I got this from my son, and I couldn't tell you where he got it or how, you know, or what, but that's my knob um, for the logo. But okay, guys, that's my update number 3. The next one should be the painting, because I can't think of anything else I need to do in this until I start shooting the blue on it with masks and lettering. So I will talk to you guys on the next update, and let's get it done.